Hello, everybody. This is Julie D. from NordoniaHills.news, and I'm sitting down today on Zoom with two members from Eques Law Group. We have Matthew and Lindsey. Oh, my mind just blanked out for a minute, but I'm fine. I'm good. I'm all right. It's been a long day. So I know you guys have a lot to talk about, but you're a new business in Northfield Center. So tell everybody where you are and what you do.
Sure, absolutely. Well, thank you for having us, Julie. We are Eques Law Office, as Julie had indicated, and we opened up this summer in 2021 here in Northfield in the Rittenauer building, right next to Olde Eight Automotive and across from the Northfield Macedonia Cemetery. And we're happy to be part of the community. I grew up here, and very excited to move into this area and give our services to the community, basically. And I'll let Lindsey introduce herself.
Well, thanks so much for having us today, Julie. I'm Lindsey Wrubel, and I'm one of the attorneys here at Eques. I just joined the team after working about 15 years downtown. It's been such a wonderful experience becoming part of the Northfield, Macedonia, Nordonia Hills community. Everybody has been so welcoming to us, and it's really awesome, and I'm excited for the future of the firm and working with the community.
Now you have a specialty, don't you, Lindsey?
Yes, so I am one of 9 Ohio State Bar Association certified residential real property specialists. I know it's a little bit of a mouthful, and when people ask what that means, I basically have been certified through my years of practice in my concentration in the area of residential real property law. And I had to take an exam and pass successfully, obviously, to be in this spot. And there's other specialty areas that the OSBA certifies, but I primarily practice condominium and homeowners association law along with general real estate.
Well, how interesting. I didn't even know that, before I met you, I didn't even know that there was a lot having to do with HOAs. But, I guess there's things that are maybe mismanaged sometimes, or even some residents that aren't following the rules. And
Oh, absolutely. And this has actually been a great location here in Northfield because it's the hub of where so many condominium and homeowners associations are. So I'm really right in the heart where a lot of my existing clients were. And I'm so glad to be closer to them. And I've already had a few clients just drop in because you don't have to pay to park and take an elevator upstairs to see me anymore.
I mean, people from this area are, take it for granted. But yeah, I've had meetings downtown Cleveland or Akron, and, for the most part, we don't have any one-way streets.
Exactly.
We just deal with some construction occasionally.
Yeah. No,
But yeah, welcome to the area. So Matt, I think you have a PowerPoint you want to share with us.
I do, absolutely. And what I'll do is let me share my screen here and pull it up. All right. So again, just an introduction on myself. I'm a 24-year resident of Nordonia Hills, grew up in Macedonia, and moved to Sagamore Hills about 5.5 years ago. I'm a 2008 graduate of Nordonia.
Woo, go Knights.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And my primary focus is in criminal and family law, as well as general civil litigation. So really anything in the courtroom, I basically would handle, especially involving civil matters. And I'm admitted to practice in all of Ohio's 88 counties, the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Ohio and Southern District, as well as the Sixth Circuit Court. And excitingly, I was rated by Super Lawyers as a rising star in 2020 and 2021. So, that was very exciting to get that distinction.
So I have been working with condominium and HOAs for 15 years now. I actually started out as a paralegal, and I was a paralegal for 9 years before coming licensed. I got to the point where I was training new lawyers, and I thought, well, I should just do this. So I went to Akron part-time at night for 3.5 years and took the bar exam. And now I do everything from litigation to representing condominium and homeowners associations and other creditors in bankruptcy court, in foreclosure court, even in small claims in municipal court. And one of the big things that I'm doing right now, actually after this meeting, I have a homeowners association annual meeting. Just happens to be annual meeting season. And some of those meetings can get very heated. Matt and I actually went to an HOA meeting where we probably had about 100 to 150 people, and it wasn't the most happy crowd, but you got to put on your mom voice sometimes and lead those meetings to make sure they're done in an orderly manner and that they comply with the law. So that's what I do primarily almost every night during the month of September. I'm also lucky enough to be a resident of Hinckley, which is in Medina County. So it's a short 20-minute drive for me there. And I am a member of the zoning commission. So that's been really wonderful too, because I've learned so much from zoning that's helped my real estate practice. And on the converse side, everything that I've built over the past 15 years in terms of a knowledge base has really helped my positioning in zoning to help make Hinckley a better place too. So it's wonderful to be a part of that community as well.
Yeah, isn't it interesting in the Nordonia area, all the new construction and new businesses coming to the area? And are you experiencing that in Hinckley?
So yes, we are experiencing this in Hinckley, and it's been sort of a whirlwind. The past 9 months I've been on the zoning commission, we've had a lot of new developments and just really pop up almost overnight. And we're trying to keep in line these zoning ordinances in Hinckley. We have a 2-acre lot minimum, and that makes it more difficult for the developers to come into Hinckley, and enforcing that has been interesting lately.
Well, that's very interesting. I'm glad things are going well there. You know, other communities are not doing as well. So I guess we should count our lucky stars.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to jump into, of course, our firm and a little bit about where our name comes from and what our team is really all about. You know, really whatever life may throw at you, our experienced team is prepared to invest in the success of your case. You know, we want to invest in your case as much as, you know, those individuals are invested in their case. And really what we do is simple. I mean, we provide years of knowledge and experience to achieve the best possible outcome for our clients. And, you know, we're really proud to bring world-class legal services to the great people of Ohio. Our name, we get a lot of questions about our name. You know, where does it come from? How do you pronounce it? And Eques is actually a Latin word for cavalryman or knight, and it comes from the word equestrian. And it really honors our legacy in the sense that it leans into our heritage of the knight chess piece, which has really been our logo since we began. And the knight is the only chess piece that can jump other chess pieces to get into a unique position on the board. And so in much of the same way as the knight, the attorneys at our office are always looking for ways to leverage our experience and resources to get our clients the solutions they need in innovative ways.
I think that's very clever, and the fact that you were, you know, that you were from Nordonia and a Nordonia knight, you know, that's kind of like an extra special aspect to it, even though you have, you know, offices all over.
Yeah, and interestingly, in our Holmes County offices, West Holmes School District, they also have the knight as the mascot. So in 2 of our office locations, it's very fitting for the community, which is great.
Yeah, I think that schools that chose something more like that is going over better than some that are, you know, like Indian related or, you know, that those types of issues. There, a lot of schools are having to change their mascots and things because of that. But the knight will prevail.
Yes, absolutely. And so, of course, we have 7 different office locations. Our main office is in Berlin, Holmes County. So if you've been to Amish country, we're in the heart of Amish country. And if you've been to Heine's Cheese, we're located right next door. We just built a new facility there as well. We have offices in Cadiz, Mount Hope, Newark, Northfield, which of course opened this summer, Woodsfield, and Worcester. And again, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, that would be our office in the corner of that building, and that's the Rittenauer building. So we're right across from the cemetery and right next to Olde Eight Automotive.
And we probably we should keep reminding people it's Northfield Center. So many people are confused about Northfield Village and Northfield Center. And I'm not sure why it's like that, but it's definitely an issue.
We like to keep people on their toes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So our practice areas were very diverse in the areas that we do practice in. We have 10 attorneys and we essentially cover 36 different practice areas, and that's continuing to grow. It seems monthly as to what areas we're getting into. The main focus, of course, would be business and corporate law, condominium and homeowners association law, criminal and family law, life planning, oil and gas, and title and closing. So those are our main focuses.
Are there any areas that you don't cover?
We typically do not assist clients with bankruptcy or disability. Those are more, of course, niche practices and specialized areas. So we do have great referrals that we assist folks in getting to those resources if we can help them. So that's a great question. So at the beginning of this year, our managing partner, Chris White, developed a platform. And really this platform is intended to be sort of a do-it-yourself legal platform to assist folks in completing different pleadings and documents. And it really goes to the heart of who we are and really wanting to help folks that might not be able to essentially hire their own attorney. And so we launched Launch Law, and it was established again at the beginning of this year by Eques. And again, we really recognized a need in the market for easy do-it-yourself legal forms that saves both, time and money for the user, right? And that's really where Launch Law comes in. We set out to create this platform that would give access to basic legal forms whenever they're needed. And this platform, which I'll take you to our website here shortly, provides easy do-it-yourself legal forms that are simple to use. And of course, if there's an issue with regards to maybe a probate matter that you could not use Launch Law for, you can reach out to one of our attorneys and we'd be happy to chat to discuss that with them. I'm going to share.
This is definitely a great resource for people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've had a lot of positive rapport with it, and folks really seem to be engaged with it, which is great. So I'm going to share a commercial our firm came up with and share it with the community.
Being too busy to plan is a real thing for me, and my travel schedule keeps me on the go. Between my international trips to meet leaders and my speaking trips around the country, I don't have a lot of spare time to sit down with a lawyer and plan for my family's future. But Launch Law was available to me where and when I needed it. I can make a plan on my time when it works for me with a company that shares my values.
Working all day really limits when I can meet with a lawyer. Usually they're only open when I'm at work, and they're not going to come out and meet me on location. Launch Law lets me get my basic legal needs met over a break, in the evening, or even on the weekend. Launch Law's step-by-step questions make it easy to get started, and the best thing is, I can do it on my time, because Launch Law knows how valuable my time is.
When my day is filled with the endless repetition of mom, I don't have any time to think about going to see a lawyer. But after the kids go to bed, I do find myself wondering what will happen to them if something happens to me. Launch Law gives me peace of mind by letting me set up a plan for the worst case scenario when it works for me. Plus, it is good to know that they are backed by an experienced firm that is invested in Ohio.
My legal needs don't fit into a defined schedule, and there are times I need a solution and my firm isn't open. Launch Law gives me a platform to find simple solutions for simple problems when I need it. And Launch Law lets me access legal services how I want to. Launch Law's online platform lets me create a document on the go from my phone or from the coffee shop on my laptop. And Launch Law's expanding library of do-it-yourself legal documents is growing to meet my needs.
Launch Law is wherever I am.
Launch Law is available on my time.
Launch Law is there when it works for me.
Launch Law is ready how and when I need it.
Are you ready to launch?
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 Very nice. Who produced the video for you?
So that was done by our marketing team in-house, Jordan Stoltzfuss and our managing partner, Chris White. They did a phenomenal job, really good job on that.
Yeah, I think people could definitely identify with it.
Being too
Oh
busy.
yeah, absolutely. And so kind of going back to the do-it-yourself legal forms, these are the options that folks have if they visit Launch Law and are in need of legal services, but may not be able to hire a private attorney, right? And this is kind of course, the breakdown of cost. So we have a living will at $49, as well as a healthcare power of attorney and financial durable power of attorney, both of which are $49. We have a real estate purchase contract as well, and that's at $89. And then we have last will and testament for single person and married person at $69 as well. Keeping in mind that Launch Law forms are only available to Ohio residents. We did have folks out of state that tried to utilize this platform, and unfortunately we can't cross state lines at this point with the platform.
And I'll just mention also that our team is constantly developing new forms. So we're actually hoping to launch several other options, including a residential lease. So those forms will hopefully be available within the next 4 to 6 months. And I just want to mention also, for example, if you decide to have a for sale by owner sort of contract, Launch Law is available for you to put that real estate purchase agreement together. Once you put that purchase agreement together, if things start to fall apart with the deal and you feel that there's a need to contact our office, one of our attorneys would be happy to help you with it. And we also have an in-house title company, Walnut Ridge, that's been doing a lot of work with for sale by owner purchases as well.
Well, it sounds like you guys are practically a one-stop shop for anything that people may need in the law department.
Absolutely, yeah. And of course, our contact information is here on the screen. We do offer free consultations in all of our 36 different practice areas. And again, we're really focused on when folks come to us getting the resource and the tool that they need to empower themselves and getting through their legal matter. So what I'll do is I'm going to jump over actually to our website here and kind of just show briefly how to navigate our website. And of course, this is our homepage. So when you go to eques.law, you're going to land here on our homepage.
We're not seeing it. We're still seeing the PowerPoint.
Oh, let me see here if we can. There we go.
Yay.
All right. So this is our homepage, eques.law. And again, there's a number of tools and resources that a lot of our clients can come to this website and interact with, whether that's making an online payment, reading up on our practice areas. And we're really proud of all of the blog writing that we do. We really try to, again, empower folks through learning. And we do that really quite often through our blogs that we're publishing. Of course, you can see that here are 36 different practice areas. They're rather extensive. And of course, I would refer you to our website to see if we can meet your needs, because there's quite a few of them. So.
And you're adding new items all the time.
Yes, absolutely. And then of course, launchlawinc.com is where our Launch Law platform is. And of course, when you go to the website, this is where you're going to land. And, if you scroll down, there's a commercial we just watched. And then here's the breakdown of the pleadings and legal documents that we offer at this time. And so, of course, if you want to learn more about one of the specific documents, so let's say you're looking for a last will and testament, you're a single individual, you're of course going to click on that selection, and it's going to take you right to that page, and you can begin filling out the form. And of course, it's a very interactive platform that will work with that individual as they're going along filling it in. So those are our two platforms.
Very nice.
Thank
I just
you.
had a couple questions. I generally like to ask people, when you guys were in high school, what did you want to do when you grew up, so to speak?
Oh, you go first.
Oh, Julie, that's a good question. So I knew from the time of high school that I wanted to be a lawyer, or at least involved in real estate in some capacity. And I actually, in high school, I used to run to open houses with one of my best friends. That would be like our high school Sunday happening, as we would go to all these open house mansions and kind of talk to the real estate agents. And then I actually became a licensed agent during college. And that's what I did during my college weekends, is I sold real estate. And then the market sort of downturned, but I just knew I was going to end up in some division of real estate.
So when I was in high school, I went to the Career Center, Cuyahoga Valley Career Center, and I was in the dental assisting program, and really was passionate about becoming a dentist. And within my first semester in college, I quickly decided that science was not for me. And I had actually taken an Intro to Paralegal Studies course at Tri-C. And I really fell in love with the program and what the materials were about. And I decided, hey, I want to keep going on to law school. So I graduated from Tri-C, and then of course went to the University of Akron, and from there went to Ohio Northern College of Law.
One of the reasons why I usually ask that is if there are any high school kids watching, or parents that have high school, it is very difficult. And I think some people think that they have to have their whole life mapped out. But what I've found that most times what you think you're going to get into in high school actually changes throughout the course of your lifetime. And most people end up doing something else. So I think sometimes people stress about that, and they feel like it's a decision that they have to make right then that's going to impact their whole life, when really they're on a journey, the way I see it. So
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I mean, it's, you have to remain flexible and find what you love and you're passionate about. And I think we can both agree we love to help individuals and fight for them, and that's why we're in the profession we're in.
Absolutely.
So, you've had a lot of success and you have all these locations, but has there been any major obstacles where you thought, oh, it's not going to happen, that have come up?
As we grow, we've grown very quickly in a short period of time. So, the challenges that have faced is, how do we manage that exponential growth and still provide top-notch legal services, right? And thankfully our management team is very innovative. Prior to COVID, we were 100% digital. We actually keep no physical files in any of our office locations. And so when COVID did hit, we were able to completely transition with the work from home schedules, and even the courts conducting hearings virtually. We were set up for that. So that innovation with our firm has really helped us meet all of those challenges and really succeed in those areas.
That's great. Because sometimes we're throwing curveballs, and how we handle that affects our future for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about?
Well, I just want to talk a little bit as a new person about, what the firm really is about, at least from an outsider's perspective, and one now becoming part of the team. And I think from someone who's been in the legal field for 15 years, I can tell you the number one complaint about lawyers is they never get back to me, and sort of rolled into that is they never actually do what they say they're going to do. And I just happened to stumble upon, when I decided it was time to make a change, a group of cohesive individuals who are kind and down to earth and so responsive. And I think that's the one resounding repetition that I hear from clients is, listen, they respond to me the same day, and they'll get this stuff done for me within a couple days. I'm not waiting around for months for them. And when we come talk to you all, we're talking to real people and not just suits. So, outside coming in, that attracted me so much to this group. And it's not just on the outside, it's on the inside. It's wonderful, genuine people who care about families and who care about work-life balance. And it's been great so far. And I'm happy to promote this company and be a part of it and bring it to the community.
Yeah, I noticed on your website, the team, that none of the people on the team have a tie on.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure if you go in the courtroom, though, you guys are dressed in the suits and ties.
Yeah. A tie is required. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like polo shirts and jeans when, I've seen you, Matt, around town. So I think that's just makes people feel like comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're all about trying to break down those barriers, right? And really trying to interact with our clients and show them that we're real just as they are, right? And, as Lindsey had indicated, we really try to pride ourselves on turnaround time. You may come into our Northfield office and have an adoption issue. And even though Lindsey and myself, we may not handle those directly, we'll have an attorney contact you from one of our other offices fairly quickly. And to answer all of those questions that they may have. So
wonderful. Well, it was nice talking with you today. Just let us know if you ever want to give us an update on how your business is doing.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us, Julie.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful talking to you.
No problem. Wonderful. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.